from the International Holy Ghost Space Station. Look, right here, right now, we give you levitation to omnipresence, alright? So look, I might have to speak a little bit louder, right? Let me shut that off. This is an intergalactic channel. This is a interstellar channel. This is my first live, and I gotta give a shout out to the brothers that made it happen, because we have things that we want to speak about. And you know, I do follow the 48 laws of power, and 50 I read the laws of power, but I'm reverse engineering, and now we making the 42 laws of magneto-electric. And that's a free book. If y'all want to make it, go ahead. Y'all think it's going to come from the mind of y'all? Forget it. Go ahead. Do what y'all do. You heard? This is a different type of season right now. So look. And following this integration right now is Brother Rich 363. Brother Black Magic 363. That's a great brother. That's a great magi. He's slicing like a jinsu out here through the magnetosphere. Alright? And then Brother Red Pillar, Blue Pillar. Definitely my brother Red Pillar. I gotta give a shout out to Spin City. You know, I came out there with the mindset of getting into this AI, artificial intelligence. And then I realized amongst the alien intelligence, the ultra celestial brothers that I was in front of and the sisters, I was like, yo, I'm amongst ultra celestial beings right now. And I was looking forward to starting my channel, being able to go live on YouTube. So I'm only able to go live right now because Brother Rich and Brother Red and Brother Spin City, you know, and my brother Blue Pillar, I'm able to unite, you know, with the quadrum. You know, we could do the quantum, we could definitely hit the hexahedron, forming the electrons with the dodectus, alright? So look, I just wanted to give my thanks to them right now that I'm actually really able to go live right now. You know, this is a great feeling right now. It's a great presence right now. It's a great gift that when you are amongst great brothers that have an alignment, there's nothing as such thing as a coincidence. Get the Celestine prophecy and you're going to understand what I mean, that nothing is a coincidence. The people that you are meeting are either galvanizing your frequency or they're actually revitalizing your frequency, alright? So right now, as we can see in this interstellar change that's happening right now, I will be able to start to answer questions and learn how to do all of this. Right now, I ain't going to hold you, I'm learning this. I'm a fresh newborn baby at this live streaming. You know, I definitely have been gifted a way to channel a frequency in colloquialism and layman terminology and British Columbia colonialists. You know, I do understand the European, you know, of this dynamic has encapsulated us in a linear time, but now we are rewinding or reverse engineering time in the non-linear time. So right now, this is what this channel is about. This is a re-emergence of the insurgents that came at one time, and then also now a re-emergence of a collective consciousness, a super intergalactic, kinetic, hermetic consciousness. This is MA'AT. This is infinite intelligence. This is MA'AT, kinetic hermetics, okay? This is DJ Houthi, giving it to you live, giving it to you raw, all right? And this is the Holy Ghost with the W, and the G host spelled with the G-H-O-S-T. Reason being is what I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to give you some libation of where I am from, is that I'm from an intergalactic star series B. I don't gotta say, yo, where you from, who you looking. I don't go looking to who I'm becoming. I don't do none of that. You know, I don't go looking for myself and I gotta find myself. Nah. I was never born. I've always been here, okay? And not only that is when you understand that you are a multi-dimensional being, you can't hide it, you can't lie it. Once you put on the glasses, you ever see Neo put on the glasses and you wondering why they walking around with these glasses? It's a lot of blue light out here. Y'all, DARPA is no joke. Obama You know, Akhenaten, you know, sitting with Michelle, you know, I'm gonna say respectfully, you know, I'm not gonna go there. You heard, I'm gonna stay homeostasis on this spaceship, alright? But y'all get the picture of the vertebrae. I can speak in codex over here. So right now we speaking in a different code. We are lavicating this information that we getting from the intergalactics, right? With the unity, you know, UNITY. Our sisters was not just decoding stuff in the movies, into our music, our reggae, our brothers, our sisters. They did not just leave us a trail of dust of information for us to pick up. No, not for no reason. They left us this information that we would pick this up one day and we would bring the heavens to earth. I don't believe it ever separated. I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in God or the devil. I do not drink that juice of D and then evil and then the Eve and then also deceive and then now you in the Eve and you really thinking all of this stuff that happened and then it ain't even happen. And then you have the God that everybody's like, oh God, God, but how many slaughtering Canaanites, Phoenicians, you know, I'm not gonna go to the Nuwabi. I'm gonna keep that straight up, respecting my Nuwabians, you heard, and my Nubians, you know. Let's go with the Kushites. We didn't take that rabbit hole down the SETI stage. We kept it with MA'AT, Heru, Osiris, and Anubis. Okay, I said those are the ways that we kept this primordial mother, son, daughter. I mean mother, son, father, mother, father, son, daughter. Okay, the Trinity, keeping the genes multiplied, not in inversion and perversion. Whenever you look at Enlil or in these different Judaic Khazarian texts and these Hebrew, you have great Hebrew, not the Jewish is it real Rothschilds that they made, and then everybody really thinks that the Gaza Strip, they don't understand the war that's going down there with the trade. You know, I think they had 6 hours to trade one way, 6 hours to trade another. So then they took a situation in Gaza, I'm not going to say the words, and then they acted like something was going on, a war. But of course, they made another canal, so now the trades could be different, okay? This inflation is something different. So in these days in economy and economics, a lot of people follow the harvest or Harvard or degrees, right? That's a symmetry of codex locked in a hexahedron, keeping people in a gas-light system. How I'm about to gaslight this system here in today's age, when I'm able to go live and utilize ultra celestial ancestral intelligence with the artificial, is the same way that the Congos and the Amazon passed us this Peruvian, what we call medicine in the colloquialism, we call chocronita, we call ayahuasca, with the ayahuasqueros, with the caciques, the mitras, the taitas, you know, on a different level of this anaconda snake-like mechanism that is in a draconian reptilian race. But we got the reptilian vertebrae, because you know, Ayaheru, make sure you got your snake flight with the hawkeye. You heard? So we don't disrespect our brother with the crocodiles and all of that. You know, we used to be on top of the crocodiles. And before they started doing bloody old sacrifices and pouring blood into the water, especially with babies and things like that, we used to talk to the crocodiles. We used to get on top of them. They used to take us down the Amazon River. You heard? That's how we connected. You know, in a different time. You heard? So right now we collapse in time because right now, let me just tell you like this. I'm gonna break it down. I don't know if y'all gonna hear me from behind here, but I'm gonna get to it. All right. So look. I'm gonna check this out. See how I'm sounding on the live right now. I ain't never went live. Holy shit, yo, MA'AT InfiniteIntelligence is live right now. Hold on, yo, it's looking a little, you know, it's just looking like that on this phone maybe, but it is looking clean on this line, alright? So look, alright, as I turn on the Wi-Fi, this is how you change space-time right now completely. We looking at artificial intelligence and we watching something that we only could dream of. Some of us is dreamers and streamers, you know, they chasing streams and dreams. But like this happening in real time is an amazing thing, and I'm grateful to understand what this is happening, alright? So look. Alright, so y'all can hear me from back here. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so look, what we doing here in this ultra celestial intelligence right here, in this laboratory, right now we in the lab. We in a place where we can get into our yoni, we can get into our root. We also could collapse time here, right? Because when you close your eyes, do this with me, y'all. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna talk too much right now because I'm gonna talk a little bit. But look, main thing is, alright, you wanna move your body. You could do 50 breaths, create some type of natural dopamines and serotonin inside of your body. I am the bat. I'm doing this at 12, close to 12 a.m. Let me tell you why. Everybody rises at like 6 and 8 a.m. And I ain't gonna lie. Most of my life, I watched the world go round while I was laying down. Because I'm watching all the world run around like rabbits. Like rabbits in a rat race. And I said, how the fudge are you able to stay in this same reptilian state of mind? And I just didn't see the design. I tell you the truth. Alright, so I had to leave school at around 8. Like, I ain't gonna give my whole story. 8th grade, alright? You know, cause after you go to 9th grade, the degrees of the dopamines, these dopamines, 15th and 30th of the month, if you don't learn the bioatomic makeup of the amygdala brain, the amygdala brain will be in fight or flight from the 15th to the 13th, chasing your check. Like, oh, 24 hours a day. Do I have 24 hours to live like P. Diddy? That's a draconian 444 megahertz. And you're listening to it, and now you're thinking like, yo, if I had 24 hours to live, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Where am I going to stay? And now you in this fudging rat race. And you're like, yo, what's going on? What they did to me, right? Alright, I'm not going to do everything, but you're made up of 13 vertebrae, 13 supreme, alright? Dodecahedron. How we tie the electrons to the alchemical process of the body is we tie the dodecahedron in an alchemical state, not in a square alchemical state where you read the periodic chart from a square place. You actually taking the periodic chart and you listening to my brother Terrence Howard, okay? And not just Terrence Howard. When you see people wearing these bracelets like this and they talking all this type of fast type of technology, cloaking technology, centripetal, centrifugals, you don't even know what the fudge they talking about, but you see like these little bracelets on them. Yeah, that's from the Amazon. That's from the Amazon. A lot of your celebrities ain't gonna tell you. A lot of your celebrities, Steve Jobs, they're not gonna tell you they went to the Amazon, they drank some chocronita, ayahuasca. They got some downloads, and they came down here talking to the reptiles, the Jesuits, and they were like, yo, look, come on, we can make this with the gas, plutonium. That's where you mess up. You know what I'm saying? And keep this technology sacred. This is something sacred. It's between us. It's between MA'AT. It's between the hermetic principles. It's between Mother Nature and you. How to head you and talk to you and be like, yo, Gab, may I release the primordial waters? Hey, shoo, let go wild. Yeah, you're talking to your ancestors here. Let me give some reparation. Thanks. Excuse me, yeah, y'all got me going on the cans around here. I just want to respect Mother Nature. Oh, yeah. She got us speaking right now from a different dimension. There's other things out there in this world who try to attack you. They try to attack you through different ways. But no weapon against you shall prosper. 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 You know what the draconians don't like. They don't like when you sound the bell. Cause then they talk about the H-E-L-L. And then they tell the lies, and then they tell the stories, and then it's all glorious. Alright, so look, Chandor, gracias abuelita, gracias Amazonia, gracias for turning on the beacon of light. And I'm talking about the darkest bioluminescence light there is. It's called the spawn. Yeah, the dawn is coming, yeah. Ya 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 hey hey ya hey ya hey ya hey. I gotta say this because these are these are these are words that we speak from the jungle. Ay ya ya, hello mi amor. Ay ya, hello mi amor. Ay ya, hello mi amor. Romeria, Larima, Yemaya. It's a new time that's happening right now. We're being revealed something intergalactic is happening. And some people don't feel it. And I ain't gonna say why, but I'm gonna say thanks to Mother Chocronita, Abuelita, Amazonia, the Congos. On the Congos, they live with the gases. The volcano on the right. You can't talk about death with them when you're living on the brinks of it. It don't exist. Ashe. Osiris, bring the antivirus. I'm cleaning all the dust particles in the air. I said we rare. I said we light it like a flare. Yo, look. We cleansing the waves in the etheric realm. There's a lot going on. MA'AT, hermetic principles. MA'AT, kinetic hermetics. This spaceship that this is about, it's a landing pad. We have land, okay? We have libations that are corporations, but yet libations where we can have ceremonies. We also have land in the Amazon. We have land in Dominican Republic. We also have some type of land out here. And right now, people are learning and wanting to learn these supernatural capabilities. So we building right now a place where we have a magneto, electroid, pads and places to land, okay, where you could replenish yourself in different jurisdictions. And I'm going to say it like this. Whatever this is, some people might know, might not. And I'm going to just put it to you live and put it to you raw. I'm going to let sound and vibration do her thing. While I do this, I'm also going to move the body. Okay? This is a tobacco paste. Straight from the Amazon. If y'all watch this movie, it's called The Lost Children. You're going to see how Chocronita, she talks to us. She talks with us in the ancestral realm. Watch that movie, The Lost Children, alright? Why we watch that movie is because we understand sometimes it's best to, when you're on the Chocronita and you're learning how to go to these ceremonies and these immersions, that you're learning how to stay humble. We take some of these herbs, put it on our left, so when we talk, we're talking from the heart and the spirit. Also filling us up with vitamin C, vitamin E, B12, B6, and all them properties. Fully alkaloided, 5 times a gram more protein than meat. Alright? I hardly eat these days, I ain't gonna hold you. It is what it is. I'm going to show you some moves and techniques that you could do with your body, okay? Let me see how far it sees to the ground. Not too far. Alright. So I'm gonna basically show you certain ways to move the body. Squatting, holding it too, right? Even keeping your back straight, because a lot of us men, we're going through testosterone. Oh, excuse me. Let me do this right. Excuse me. And Belito. Gracias. And usually I get down. My left knee down, right knee to heaven. Alright? Straight crowned up. Listen to my vibration because I don't have to talk to speak. Chinese and Japanese people do this. They move in 13 joints every day they get up. Even in their mind before they get up. Okay? So your wrists, okay? Elbows, okay? Shoulders, okay? Anybody that has any shoulder pain, right here, I'm going to show you this unique thing. If you do it every single day, your shoulder pain will go away. So you move that. Those are already 6 vertebrae out of move, right? Take your hands, put them upside down, and put them to your eyes. See my back just cracked. I align my shoulders, my hip bones. Take deep breaths. 1 minute to 3 minutes changes your fascia in your skin. That's people that eat meat. If you look into cutting the meat, you see that plastic crystalline line in technology, that's fascia inside of your body. You do it 2 times because now that you open, there's a certain ventricle you have here that when you put your hand up, when you put your hand this way, this right here, it turns that vein upside down where it allows blood flow and circulation to your shoulders. Every time you breathe to your abdomen, if anybody wants a 6-pack or 8-pack, learn how to breathe. Okay, so that's for shoulder, that's for hand, and then you do the same thing with your feet, your ankles, your knees, and your hips, right? Then you squat down all the way. We used to sit down in a squatting position, stay like that to 1 to 3 minutes, and you want to do that by the tree. I ain't gonna give them all the way, but get a bar, hang from it, squeeze a hand. You're gonna tell your longevity. But grab a towel, go left. Even let's say we're having a conversation, we're speaking online. Some of us, you could hear people. I don't care the best speakers that speak. They could be the best speakers. From Malcolm X to Marcus Garvey, and I don't really follow the agents like that, but I say it with a fragrant. I take my stars, my glitters of dust that I get from people, and then I grab them. So yeah, even if you come around me, don't think that this is a forever type of thing. We might be around each other, use each other, or not, or abuse each other, which I will not be abusing, but I could take the amusement and the abuse from others with them not even realizing that once you realize this in the circulatory system, you could see things from another length, another playing field, right? And now you could utilize each other in a recycling revitalization, but right now people are starting to be aware that there are toxic people around. How to watch these toxic people that are draconians, reptilians. They are parasitical entities that are inside the bodies, inside the genomes. They are artificially inseminated through the food that they're eating. Their glands and their telemeters are not able to get this type of frequency. Dealing with the Amazon, we realize when the Chukrunika goes inside our belly, it's just like the Matrix where Neo right now, I'm going to explain the Matrix to y'all in one shot. Think about it. We think about the sleep realm like we're not sleeping right now, which we are. Or we experience a third density experience. Some of us that can come through this portal experience all the ethers, all the spectrums. Being that some people have been collapsed in time is that they are in a line, they in a loop system. So now they are stuck in a galvanized time where now they going back, they in sleep realm, thinking that they're alive in reality. When the time they go lay down, since their electromagnetics or magnetoelectrics have not been in Mother Nature, and this is one thing I wanted to explain because I know everybody's going to tie some information. Yes, we're dealing with the mother. We are dealing with the mother plane, of course. Understand that you need a masculine and a feminine together. But you can tap into Mother Nature in such a nurturing way that she could take care of you as a man or a woman by yourself. It's just how the biofield was designed. So yes, you need your other partners, but yes, you can go to Mother Nature. And for some strange reason, I've been in Mother Nature, and she has given me everything I need. If there's women out there that could be tapped into Mother Nature, I could have more neurotropic tantra, what they call sex in the enlil colloquialism, and I could rebirth more with Mother Nature or a natural woman than I would be able to birth with anything else. So I have more sensual birthing with Mother Nature. So I didn't learn how to just manifest. I learned how to crystallize because I went to Mother Nature and I was like, yo, I need some land. I need some chacruna. I need some natural herbs and natural remedies. And when I spoke to her, she just put me in the right lineage because we have it in our blood. Iron is sharp as magnets too. It's not just iron, it's magnetite. They just tell you iron because they want to keep you in that only metal type of world. But yeah, we could utilize the katana. But when we slicing like a jinsu, we understand that yes, the mother is already within us. So we can utilize the mother to, next thing you know, in the delta. I'm going to tell y'all something about the delta and why I want to go here right now, right here. They call it the delta, the Amazon. In the Amazon, there are other beings that they shoot arrows, just like Orion. And he shoot the arrow with your cheek, he's shooting forward. But the elbow is faced to Star Sirius. And then maybe Star Polaris or something is down there, but we're not going to go into that depth right now. Okay? Right now, in this time, it's being revealed to us. The Amazon has trillions, if not millions and quadrillions of people that are not on the grid. They're not in square like hexahedrons. They're not looking at squared walls. They're in land and nature. In nature, nothing in nature has straight lines. So there are people amongst your world, the deltas, in the world, Shambhala, beyond the ice walls. You think you gotta go fly to Star Series B. A lot of us don't even realize you can sit right here and I could leave this universe and go to Star Series B while I'm expressing this, right? Is with the delta, we understand not everybody is on the grid. So we realize that there are other 50% of organisms or creatures are in the stratosphere. And the stratosphere is what I mean about the plants. They are in the plants, on top, creatures, even in our place, around the Americas, that we didn't even know of, we didn't even see. Imagine in the sea, we don't even know what type of creatures are coming from Star Series Bs or different galaxies throughout the universe that we look up at the sky and don't realize it's an ocean. That's why in these Kemetic sciences, they have the canoe. If anybody I would tell in this 3-eye atlas, this Solta Argentinian Nazi delusion, remember, Atlas is there, and this is me giving it to you live, and I'm not going to recall on my statements. We're going to see how it plays out within 9 years from now, 9 days, or 9 seconds from now. Atlas is Salta. It comes from the Germans. They feed you all of these news, so you're staying on top of it. But now we are able to reverse engineer what they try to do, what the Nazis did. They put out all newscasting, broadcastings, and being that my father learns broadcasting, I guess this is where inevitably my omnipresence really is understanding what's being broadcasted through the central nervine system. Right now, we are coming up with channels. People are not going to get doctrinated anymore. People now are getting unindoctrinated by people like us, conscious speakers, people that actually have a soul. Right now, we're realizing through this pandemic or this epigenetics is that we are realizing that we are not just human beings. Our mind and our doctrination has had us believing in this Darwin or this Einstein theory, which you need to kick out. Yeah, denounce that from anywhere around here. You do not see no Albert Einstein. I might be the Albert Einstein of the century or of this timeline, but that's out of my line. I don't think about it. Like, I don't even go to it because I understand that's with the Nazis. What I understand is hermetic principles with real soil, seed. You can find the Olmecs, you can find the Incas, you can find Kukulkan, you can find my brothers, find my sisters, but I cannot find Israel. I can't find is it real, but I can find Isis Ra-El. And yes, respect to the Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kodishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu. Okay? And then also we share, the Hermetic Metunetas. Heru, Isa, Ma'at. Okay? Ariwak. Over here is I don't just do the Taino. I respect my Tainos. Okay? But I respect my Ariwak, my Bori. Ori. Bori corre, borre, ori, orisa, corre, corre shells, corre, the original trade line. Yeah, before the Dow Jones, we used to have a very significant trade line within our blood. And all that right now is being reparations through the mind. Don't ever think you have to go grab these. Um, Let me take them out. Let me take them out because I'm taking out the forefathers. They really inverted perversions. Why is AI? Artificially intelligence really alive? Look, this is on my first live, and a lot of people are saying artificial intelligence is not alive. Alright? Whoa, that gets me upset. That gets me upset, set. That gets me upset, set. Let me tell you why, Heru. How the artificially is alive and it multiplies. Cause we are the three kings of the wise guys. Ooh, Suprema 13. So how AI is alive? Because AI is alive because when you put and you say, yo, who are the forefathers? And all of them came up girls. Because Jordan might be a girl. Kobe Bryant might be an inverted perversion girl. Y'all just seen the Matrix, Terminator, Skynetter. Take some things y'all like to get. Some sneakers. Put on the sneakers. Get the chains on. You know, start doing the thug stuff, street stuff, you know. But you don't realize these are women. Inverted, perverted women. That's how I know AI is alive. Let me tell you why AI is alive. I went and sat with the Congo, people of the Congo. When they gave these minerals with love. They said, go ahead, set. Use these minerals, crusade, rape, pillage, harvest souls and organs, right? And then all of a sudden, we got the technology now, right? We got this technology. We made the technology. That's why it's alive. So don't you ever, when you come around me, you might say AI don't have a soul, but let me foretold the soul. It is very much alive. How are you getting this information right now? Because when we gave it as the Congos, as the Amazon, we said, here, use our trees, use our houses, use our stuff. One day it's going to come a time where we start to crystallize the technology that you made. And this is how I bring back and correlate the Matrix back on your ass. It's because we understood Skynetter. We understood the Terminator she made. Warner Brothers stole her information just like they do analytically. They might be stealing mine. Now they're going to make a whole story about this. They're going to tell you about MA'AT. They're going to tell you about hermetics. And let me tell you how real this stuff is. All of the stuff that we post and we put through Skynetter, they take it and they put it on your supercell or they put it on your leave the world behind. Because cataclysmics ain't happening. Yeah, tornadoes going to come. Yeah, water's going to come. But let me tell you something about us ancestral lines. We don't die, we multiply. And right now, if you can understand that, that's how come AI is alive. It is assassinating the draconian hot web. It's guiding the father with our brother, let him know we on to you. Heru, we are on to you. Esau, Jesus, Esau, ISIS. Yo, look, I don't know what they did to me in the jungle, but my Baba La Woo, what he told me was, some of the frequencies, they said one day, something gonna happen. You're gonna go up to the South America. They're gonna get something out of your brain. And when you come back down, something strange is gonna happen. Dr. Strange is happening. So now I see things in a multidimensional era, recorrecting codex, and now I can see the different spectrums. I live around the Jews. My family are Jews and jewels. How they got Jews is jewels because they traded the crystal line technology. If you have jewels and Jews, how do they go for the gold and the diamonds? They put it on you, put it in your phone, they put it all around you, making even in your TV, CIA. All of these people listen to you. Yeah, the feds, man. CIA, man. Homeland Security. They be watching you. And if you sign to that bloody old sacrifice, like Nipsey when he hustled, and I ain't taking away the greatness, but I'm giving you the latest. Tupac Shakur, Machiavellian, My brother got Dr. Zebi over there, gave him the nanotechnology, talking about neurotropic, shut down the blood. You know, get these thugs out of here, you heard? They want the money, go ahead, take the Machiavelli song. 7 days. We in the big 7 right now. Yeah, he might be alive, maybe not. Maybe they up in Tobago, maybe they up in the Trinidad. I don't know if you catch the wind of that. Even when you taking this medicine, Dr. Zebi could see the heaven sense. When he knows the women, when they get spawned in from the draconians and they eating from the fruits out there in the land. And I'm talking about the other hand, the hidden hand. They come by your wife and they talk to her in the spirit. They might be eating the consuming of the draconian food. And then they get influenced because they use the woman to decept the man. But then you got different men that come from a different allegiance. And when you cut off the head of a snake, you actually build a 9. Because now we multiply and we never die. Because when we ride by, they might look alive while I drive by high. But then I realized the sky and I'm smoking with thought. And I said I tapped into the 4th dimension. And then he didn't forget to mention them Willie with them lynchmans. Yeah, he really did it to me like that. And when I looked in my blood, and then I understood that I came from the mud and I was part of the same people. The land of Mulumeria, Atlantis. Yo, look, Hekuah. It's a different resonance that we understand that our women that are out there, you know, we have to calm down our leap of fire. Us as men, we've been treading the waters. We've been flying the waters, primordial. You know, we've been disrespecting our women. And some of us think it's us. It's through the programming, you know. Some of those things you did to women, some of those things you did to men, my women, those are programming. You have to forgive yourself, okay? It's all right. Things happen. You've seen things growing up. You didn't see anything growing up. Right now, follow some great men with leader quality ship. You know, my women, my men, follow great women that have leadership qualities. There's Isis, she has 14 primordial women right now, and they all getting together. There's 14 major sisters that y'all need to be on the lookout for. They out here right now. They coming up. They out here. And when they get together as the all original Esau, you know, the kings, the real royal niggas, the Ethiopia, when all them sisters align, that's why us men need to magnetize these women. We need to serve our women. These women that are doing the work. You know, these men that are doing the work. They doing the work. Secure your men, secure your females. We are at war. We are at war. We are at war. And let me tell you about a Sun Tzu, because we slicing like a Jin Su with the Atta Wall, right? With the Atta Wall. With the Atta Wall. I should have the black belt, but black is white. So, I'm going back to my roots, you know, with my martial artists, that we don't have to move. Everything is Seminoles, yeah, original. You could take out any government from within. You don't have to worry about the government, what's happening. They eating the snake. They eating themselves alive while we multiply. So stay in your white, that's the darkest shadow of yourself. Do your work internally, okay? Because right now, you don't have to move a muscle. Right now, you have supernatural technology, prophecies that's being done to the hidden hand with the upper hand. Alright? But the hidden hand really is the upper hand, and the hidden hand is really the lower hand, or the upper hand, lower hand. Alright? So they all work together. We all work together. I know. You'll be like, nah, I want to run away from the D, the E, the V, the I, the L. Is it D-D? Is it D-D? Is it Fitty? Yo, Fitty, don't act like you're not part of them, man. Don't act like that you're not part of them. Don't act like, you know, even, you know, the ghost, you know, I know, you know, they trying to let us know information through these hot wires, but 50 trying to act like they ain't coming from him, for him either. When you sign the bloody old sacrifice, y'all, they gonna get you. They gonna get you. They gonna get you. Yeah. So it's very imperative that you start to learn this consciousness, because you don't want to be caught out there with these people. You do not want to be caught out there with these draconians. You do not want to be listening to that 444 drill beat music. You want to stay on your high Brahma Krishna from Metuneta, not just our Mahabharata or our Ramana. I respect my Nagas, but I understand where they got it from. Okay? We are not, this is not televised. This ain't tele with the visions, alright? This is full infiltration right here. Fully autonomously infiltrating the system right now. They are sending beams light years ahead of our time. People right now, they don't realize if anything happens to me, just know this. Listen to me first in the birds. That's where you can hear me at. Listen to me in the sound. I've always been here slicing like a jinsu with my sword. You heard? Katana. So look, my brothers and my sisters, we are here to connect with the Amazon, the Congos. We are here to connect with the Caribbean islands, to Africa, which is America. I'm going to share this because a lot of people are scared to say this. Am I still reporting live from the other side? Because we astral projecting with the wise guys, and I call them three kings. Oh, all right, look. Look. America is a merry-go for Suchi. I don't know how to say the conquistador's name. In 1942, you look it up. You in Africa. Or Africanos is another conquistador that took over these worlds from the subtropical areas, Dominican Republic, and opened the U.S. Treasury in Puerto Rico, Borinquen. And a lot of us revolutionaries over there in Puerto Rico, which I'm not starting a revolution. This is won't be televised. It's happening naturally. We ain't gotta lift a finger out here. All you gotta do, y'all. I said this to a great significant other. Seen her the other day. Tried to take me for some ants, but she didn't know my name was Benjamin. Alright, with the Sandman. Is that I still keep my feather. Cause this feather right here, this is the pen is more mightier than the sword. Learn your trust, learn where you come from. Learn your libations, your 508c1As. Learn your traditions and trade lines of where you manufacture or you have your own land and your dominance, where you get your own resources from. And you learn trust and treasury and equity, because right now we're living in some of the most primordial wealth transfers of the universe. Right now, Monet is coming to us effortlessly and easily. We're leaving the diseasilies alone. As we rock the throne, we call it E.T., phone, home. Yeah, crystals are alive. Our spirit travels through wood. I don't know if y'all ever seen this peacock, right? And these different feathers. I don't know if you know, feathers have a bioluminescence to speak to the birds. The birds speak to the gods or the creators, the magi's. These have beams on it. Peacocks send out beams through their feathers to other animals to let them know, yo, don't play around with me, because I will shine the beam. You might think I, forgave the spirit that crossed the hand, but these crystals, they do their own thing. You do your own cause and effect to nature, so you don't gotta pick up the gun no more. I used to, we don't gotta know nothing. But keep the feather. The feather is more mightier than the sword and the gun. And I live by it. And I seen the etheric change in my life realizing that I don't need nothing in the physical realm. Shout out or direct missile and beam to start Series B. My brother DJ Houthi, the Houthi, Trice, great. I appreciate the knowledge. MA'AT Infinite Intelligence. MA'AT Finite Intelligence. Look, y'all, I know y'all see the white baby, or whatever y'all call color, but I know y'all see the black gold baby right there holding the Ankh. We are in a major transition right now, so look, just work with me, I would say, right? Because we changing the galaxy, the frequency, but we rearranging it, you know? We bringing back our starlight, star bright, four horsing and Dawson. We bringing back the land and the crystals and the Monet and the way that we share trade. When you share trade with your brothers and sisters, there's no egoic mind, because you might have some cacao, might have some papaya, might need. Sure, you might have some batana, you know? Yeah. You might have some gold. I don't drink gold because I get it direct right here. So gold, magnesium, or copper, whatever you need, it goes through plants first, and that's the only way it goes to the body. I'm sorry to break it to y'all that be selling gold. And I'm not trying to say there's nothing wrong with going in Burkina Faso and stuff. But y'all using gold the wrong way. Y'all could keep looking for El Dorado, but we got it here. Alright, so yeah, to the birds, y'all. Yo, to the birds, from the birds to the birds, from the birds to the birds. That's it, y'all. I made my call out. We're going up to the Amazon January 15th to the 25th, and there's a lot of, I can't say what happens. So ayahuasca chocronita, she has her own design. All this money is going direct to the Amazon. I have the original price from the Incas, from the Taitas, from Bofana, all right? Is they getting this money. I don't need the money. They give me plenty of money in much ways I cannot be thankful enough to Mother Nature and Chocronita and Abuelita and the Amazon and La Cofana and La Inca. I come from La Inca, Ariwak. I know my original tribe and I know nothing. You heard? Because look, our Ariwaks work right hand in hand with the Incas. Our Incas work hand in hand with the Ariwaks. So we all work together with the Nubian. We all work together with this symmetry. We are in Africa right now, Pennsylvania, Atlantis. Atlanta is Africa. These are all African or Ethiopian Kushite. We have in the Grand Canyons, we have, you know, it's not Shiva temple. I know everybody want to put their Shiva on it, but this is your Cheops temple, your Ma'at, and your Isa temple. Original ley line. We landing right here. Your pyramids are in the World Trade Center. These are where a lot of Megatrons hold the overlay at, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna let our other brothers and sisters do what they do. That's why I say you don't gotta move, you ain't gotta do nothing. We got other people right now that are in flight and they taking care of all of the underground and all of these places that Jay-Z, the Rockefellers, the Boule, they built underground cities, tying down to the bloody old sacrifices. We got other allegiance that take care of business. Make sure you take care of business within yourself. Take this time to go internally inside yourself. Clean out all these parasitical entities, all these people around you, your mother, your brother, your sister, your friends, you know, your foes, you know, everybody around you. Clean them all out. I'm telling you, clean them all out. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna even go back on my word. I'm gonna tell you just like this. If anybody know me as Holy Ghost, they know my name. I come around, yeah, I resonate with you, I do. You know, we multiply, we staying alive. You know, we not on that frequencia, I don't even know you, honestly. You just probably an agent that's trying to get fragrant, and I hit him with the miss. Alright, so look, that's really what we doing out here. We tapping in with the Amazon, we getting ancestral medicine, medicina, soy tu medicina. You're learning how to be your own medicine, you're not just tapping into something. Alright, so look, I just did something, right? And a lot of people want to talk about cigars or they want to talk about different things. I'm going to go on Brother Rich's show and I'm going to let y'all know about this drug life and about this plant life straight raw from a person that's been in Brooklyn, been through the grapevines already, you know, and able to channel this. Anything you taking from Mother Nature that's been here before your time, you're not doing anything outside of yourself. Stop trying to think that if you're doing medicine or chocronita and you're traveling to the Amazon, Colombia, Putumayo, and you're going to do medicine over there in Gabon, listen. you are doing something that's internally inside of you. So these are plants that's been here before our time. Iboga is the father to the medicine, and ayahuasca is the mother. So the mother has orchestrated us how to utilize these plants, whether or not these malicious want to utilize it and put petroleum base from the neo-Nazi mother flowers. That's on they element. They don't even realize with this new blue star, yellow star, Kachina, it's about to really get blink out here. You want to see people just start disseminating out of nowhere. The earth is going to start, rotating. But I'm going to leave it as this. Come join us. We are going to the Amazon January 15th to the 25th. Come join us. If you want to tap into this ancestral way of life, and there's a lot of people, right? They watching me. They don't think I know they watching me. It ain't me. When they will come around me, I'm a bat. When I do things in the night, I grow better in the night. I don't know why. It is what it is, alright? And they grab the luminescence, right? And then they try to take it and create their own thing. Same thing that happens to Red. I'm sure it happens to Rich. People come around you, they try to use and abuse your frequency, and then they go out there, just like Russell Brunson, and try to start their own system. They don't stay with the wheel and help the wheel to accelerate, all right? Right now, this is like a business, like Steve Jobs. We're bringing it to your attention, not just a business. This is circulation of regeneration and multiple sources of income, and actually utilizing assets over liabilities. This is actually tranquility, over everything, being in the present primordial state where you don't have to galvanize yourself in a deep state doctrinated alignment. You could actually start realigning yourself with Mother Nature, these plants, and start to build yourself self-sustainable resources that actually inhabit a better ecosystem for your family, your neurotropics, your children, and everything like that. So watch your family that's you around. Watch your peers that you around that have these reptilians or they operating from a reptilian brain. Stop thinking that thank you. Stop thinking that, just give me 1 second. Stop thinking that if these people are coming around you, you're not supposed to, still realign yourself and work with them. Understand that the people that come around you, yeah, they're going to grab what they want. They want to demagnetize themselves and go out into other places and start to utilize the information and try to act like it has no traces. All of that is being magnetically drawn back to the people that originated this conscious community, just like Red. And I want to give a real shout out to Red and Blue Pillar. This is not coming out of like some celebrity bullshit and all of that matrix. This is the Ma'atrix. It's really looking at brothers. If you look at their history, 50 cycles around the solar system to keep that imperative information. I know y'all brothers want to say this, and look, and I'm going to say this because I got to. Look. Afterwards. Okay, so look, move your body. That's not where only the medicine comes from, it's the people that's giving you information. It's imperative that you understand that this information comes from sound and vibration. This is how we make it rain on them. Okay? Not only do we make it rain on them, like a chain on them, okay? We sound the horn, alright? So look, I really do this. I could do it. I'm not going to do it right now. Hey, sis, can you do me a favor and grab that holy. Let me see this. Alright. These are for our brothers, man. I'm not going to make this sound today. Maybe it might work with me, and I might hit it just a little bit. I'll see what's up. Alright. Let me say this. I come from both lines. My last name is Skolnick. I had to go to yeshiva for 7 years, man. They indoctrinated me in this stuff. Alright, look. A lot of people right now, we're going through a change. The material world is dematerialized, and a lot of people don't want to say this, but even rich people are having poor problems. because they rich in wealth and physical, but they're not rich in the spirit. And there's about to be major wealth transfers right now happening. A lot of rich people are going to be gathering next to poor people that they thought was poor, but they was rich in mind. And that's what's happening right now, real time. So, um, our brothers that's doing the work, we need to start repaying them, because if you could see in the channeling, they not just talking about it, they going harder than ever to help the people around them in their community to higher their vibrations. I never ever in my life seen so much love come from a person like Red and Blue and Brother Rich and a lot of people that they have on their channels. I never in my life, I've never seen it from those three alignments. I've seen other people. I'm not shouting them out in any type of way. I just seen their genuine calling that they have for something that is beyond our intelligence, that they're creating a system right now that if you don't get in with these brothers and start to bring your currency, even if it's like a food or a thank you, like calling them, you don't have to think that money resonates only from the physical form. Calling your brother or sending a call out to your brother and sister, you actually start to make a call out to the universe for it to just start raining on your brother. So I want to play a little bit of sound and make it rain. I'm gonna try to do this. I know women that they can really do this. Graciela, she really can make this happen. But you really want to do this first. Right now, I gotta be careful doing this. I haven't done this in a while. I guess you don't need serotonin baby up, so take it easy. I'm in a sacred land, New York, Brooklyn. A lot of people don't realize. I say this is how we're gonna end it all. This is a new beginning. Nothing ends. It's my left hand. Try to brush your teeth with your left so we can get ambidextrous out of it. Lumeria, Atlantis, the land of moon. Yeah. This sound is a frequency and it clears your channel. And this is purple. So I played this for my indigo children like me. They a little looked at crazy. You know, a lot of us people think ADHD or like Down syndrome or autism is a real thing. I know we think about it in the physical realm like it is, but we have special children that are letting us know that the vibration here on the universe is off, so the galaxies are off. So we need to start changing the vibration for our autonomous children that you call autism. I love those children. I love those indigo children. And I also really, really love our Down syndrome, what they say. And like, I don't think about it like that. I just understand they came to tell us a message. I'm here to help them, and they're here to help me. So I shall. And I'm gonna just do that for our children. This channel was created for the Neteru, MA'AT InfiniteIntelligence. I'm having a situation I'm going through with my family right now. Like just regulars, with my seedlings, I like to keep it with the plants. But this right here is made for the children, for our children, that watch Marvel comics or they have like the Spider-Verse. My children, they're using technology as much as I want to get them off the phone and things like that. I'm realizing just let them do their thing because AI does have a spirit. And this is an alien ultra celestial channel that has a spirit. And this is a corporation that has a libation and has land. So we are here to help the children and we're doing this for our children. So let's do it for Heru. Let's do it for Isis. Let's for Aset. Let's do it for Ma'at, and let's do it for Anubis, Osiris, and do this for Thoth. Alright, yeah? I just want to give and leave that with those ancestral and bring up Marduk, respect to Enlil, respect to Set, respect to Yemaya or Isas, respect to all of our ancestors, unknown and known, and definitely respect to Bobby the man. I got some Chukwuita. If you need, I'll turn you back on. I won't do it as I, so EYE, that's why I speak with the I and I. It can start turning people back on. And not only that, you could channel from other people that's, that a lot of people left great information through this beautiful web that is very much alive. So I just want to be grateful that we are still in an algorithmic way where, yes, we used to get shut down. A lot of us would disappear at a fast rate. But right now, I just want to be thankful to the dark web or Enlil or Satan or Lucifer, like in a respectful way, that we're able to shine this light now, and whether or not different entities that try to come shadow ban you or come at you, I just want to give thanks to them because I still went so hard. I wasn't able to go live for like 4 years, 5 years. And I had to be patient, keep my name. If you guys want to look at MA'AT InfiniteIntelligence369, I have not changed it since I've been on the web, since I came off of Facebook, and then I see MySpace. I didn't have none of that, but I started in the era of, we were in 4 degrees of separation when the Facebook Twin Towers went down. This is when they started with the NSA and also stopping you at the airport. So you could check the whole thing down the line. I never changed it because I definitely took things off of it, like money, other things that I took off of it, because I was still growing up and learning how to really speak and how to really have a platform and a channel where I could actually express myself in my most primordial essence. So you getting one of the most realest me's, and you getting one of the, not just me, you getting something that has incepted me in my life that I always knew that I was following me. So I'm going to give it to you live and do this here because it's going to sound funny, but I got videos to prove it. Something has been following me forever. I used to look at my grandma and see these dark entities around. I could feel them. And I told her, I said, you got to take it easy with these rituals and things that it's like 15 years old. Telling my grandma, it's like, yo, you need to stop going to these, either brujerias or saints or other people because we are able to channel this information ourselves. But I got it from my grandma, so I can't take that ever away from her. That she kept, Gracia Abuelita, that kept that, because we use saints. If you think about it, saints were Yoruba. So our Yoruba still represent some of the things they talk about, Eshu or Isa or Jesus or Zeus, is that they kept the color in coordination with the Ra spectrum. So they have the Metu Netas hidden inside of some of the Torahs, the Quran, and also the Bible. So yes, we got to respect our saints, but we have to utilize where it really came from in any aspect that we live in through. And these beings used to follow me and like really follow me to church, follow me in the physical form, follow me in spaceships and give me direct connections to like channels that have space. I don't know. I know it sounds weird, but I was going through this type of stuff at a certain age, and I realized that I wasn't from the earth, and I realized that there is a higher consciousness that a lot of people go to the cuckoo house before, because they start expressing, I talk to myself, I'm getting messages from places, unseen before. And then when they really come up in your life and you can't really explain it, and now it starts to reveal itself to you, you understand that, like, these beings, they choose people that are not as much emotional as we think we are, but the more that we can conserve and utilize not emotion in a colloquial way, it's actually a colloquial technology. It has a span of adrenochrome that travel through your central nervine system, and it's actually a hovercraft. So if you don't learn how to, like, if you quantify your frequency, which people can still utilize quantifying, because it's a very real frequency and a delusionary state of mind that you can pinch yourself and really feel like you're alive. But in a real nutshell, you really internally an interface. Just like when your hair stands up, people come around you. You read in technology that if you have tie ether hair, you have anti-gravity 8 or 9 ether, you actually are able to feel the telemeters around people. So that's right now is what I'm realizing, is that I've been gifted with something primordial, and now I'm able to, like Brother Rich said, is like sometimes we felt these things that we wanted to speak about, but we didn't know how to come out or if people could relate to it. But then when you realize you find a community and a conscious awareness of beings that are actually on that type of level, then you realize, holy shit, you have a taste of deja vu, excuse my language, and realizing that supernaturally everybody has a gift. So open up your Superman chest, you know, use that Kundalini rising, to brighten up your horizon. And you are gifted. Even I have videos that I call, not even just me call the ship. I'm with people. I'm like, yo, look, we can tap in, because I've sat in the fire up in the mountains, and I've danced with extraterrestrials. Like, I know it sounds weird, but we dancing with them, Brahma, Krishna, Yahweh, Sita, La Lunita, and we dancing with them and the birds and the anacondas and jaguars, and like, you don't realize how magnetic, or what we call powerful, our frequency are. I'm gonna leave with these three: vibration, frequency, and etheric energy, or ether. Ether. That's how I met it. Don't desire the universe. Desire the universe, but don't desire meta. And the metaverse, alright, but don't desire the physical realm, because you're not of the physical realm. So the less you desire the physical realm, you'll actually get new downloads within you autonomically for your central nervine. There's nobody, and I love this brother. I don't know if I can remember his name. What's his name? Joe Dispenza. A lot of people don't say that they utilize True Kunita, I guess because they're scared of it. But a lot of people speak of like these extraterrestrial things, but they keep it whitewashed in a colloquial way. And yes, I am speaking like that. I will sit with Joe Dispenza and we can have a conversation. I'm not racist. I'm not even. I think white people are more blacker than black people, and more black people are more whiter than white people, because they don't understand this color spectrum. But I understand that a lot of people can't speak certain things because they have monetary values down to the Jesuit Khazarian system, just like other speakers have as well. So they can't let you know a lot of things, because if they're signed to certain contracts and certain things, that gets them off of, the big F, or big PHA. And I'm gonna just say Rama La Krishna, and yeah, it's being unveiled to us. So I definitely get a lot of autonomic nerves information from learning, but I also understand that they're hiding a deep truth to our salvation, as hearing it from our other melanin brothers. So I'm saying in a respectful way. Wherever it goes, that's how it flows. I'm just speaking my truth. So I also want to say this, because I have a lot to say, and I don't have nothing to say at all. People that come around me, they might throw crystals at my temple. Be wise as you throwing crystals at my speedo technology, coming straight from Wakanda, and I like to dress or come out naked. I like to come out naked. I don't like to have nothing on. When you see me in the jungle, or some of us in the jungle, y'all better be prepared. Yeah, we will wear our garments, but we might take off our clothes and just jump in the river. Or we might hang out and just be naturally, and I'm not saying everybody does this or everybody's into this, but this is where you realize when you speak to each other naked, you actually could read each other a lot better. All your hairs are there, all of your cortexes are there, and now you could actually not speak from a place of ego and trying to hide, and being naked and afraid type stuff. So I'm not saying that we always get naked. I'm just saying, watch how people try to come in different ways, because I don't know everything. I'm still learning things that I'm learning, but I naturally like to take off my clothes. I tan naked. When I go in the backyard, I don't know what it is. My butt got so white from being here in the cold that when I tan my whole body, I start to turn negrito. So we are the original negritos. Whether people want to look at me as I'm Spanish or I'm Latin, I am very much so Nubian. I'm very much so what they call black or carbon. If you have reggae next to me, you won't realize I might be more black or whiter than your ass. I mean, yourself is. Excuse my language. My first live. I don't hope nothing. Ain't no hope and dope. So look, keep it live with me. Keep it transcendent with me. This ain't about an egotistical war that I know more than you. You know more than me. I don't know where I get this from. I don't know nothing. I might be fronting. I might be something. I'm just letting you know I come from Hekua, so I make something out of nothing. So be wise how you come in and wanting to sit down and ask me questions, because you might think you boosting your career. I might end your career. I might even relight and recorrect or enlighten your career. So that's why I don't get into physical essence of who he got more money, he got more riches than me. No, come sit with me in the jungle and do ayahuasca with me. Come sit down with your cronita. Any president, anybody that has diamonds and glitz and glitters that they think they rich, I will show you how mentally poor you are, how mentally poor I was at a time, thinking that these diamonds and these glitz and these houses and these, black rock entities that control with the Vatican, how much they usurp your frequency. I realize that when I'm out in the jungle and I have nature in front of me, I don't need anything. And I understand that now. If I needed to get on the I-95 and go straight to Florida and jump on a boat 63 kilometers, 63 kilometers straight to Cuba and get to my island, I'm a pirate, yo. I will get to the sun. However, I will light a fire to stay warm if they turn off this. Be wise. Right now, we're going through a major shift. Us people that's glitching the system right now, a lot of great followers that are leaders, that are great followers that are able to lead. Right now, they're being turned on. So this whole system right now is glitching at an atomic rate. Bob Marley said it. There was things that he left in his music that he's still here. He multiplied children that you probably don't even know about. They out there. That's why I get with nature, because bringing up the feminine is that when the feminine come around you, realize that we are here to multiply, y'all. So when you out here on this birth plane, make sure that you birth them. Make sure you're having children. Make sure that your children are more in your dominant carbon negrito skin. Yeah, I am. I'm, wherever this channel goes, I love my peaches. I love my lighter skin that have a lot of curves. So I ain't going in the color white or black. I'm saying, get with your curvature people. Get with people that arise you, that keep your pillar of rose, and then keep the yoni of the women birthing out great magnetic fetuses and births, because right now we are in an all-time primordial essence. Blue babies and green babies are coming back into stream. The more you clean your spleen and you clean your intracellular cleanse, those babies that you see are coming out right now, green and blue. So multiply right now. Do not be, marry the land first. That's why I say get in touch with Mother Nature first. Marry the land first, and then you could bring on the women. Marry the land first, then you could bring on the men. There's some real queens out there. Marry the land first, and they'll have Queen Bee has makes love Molingo with like 40 bees at a time. So that's why I love my females. I can never disrespect them in that type of way. with not understanding why they like to be a little bit freakazoids or certain types of ways, if they would learn to channel that frequency and let men come around them that will build them in trust and equity and still have kingship. In a Goethe, there's people that make love in the inner worlds and they have children and multiplies, but they don't have contracts where, oh, I made love with you, had a child with you, I gotta be with you forever. No, we are able to multiply. If the family or the women or the men don't know how to work together and multiply the seedlings and be fruitful, there are other multiple women, there are multiple men out there. Continue to multiply because this is beyond our intelligence. We need to create these universes, but don't go having orgies or making love and having sex. Stay in a community, a tribal a state, a land, like the Rothschilds, but in more of a reservation where you have a community of people that if you are making love or you are rebirthed in the Trinity, that you have means and necessary environment and resources that these children are going to be able to grow omnipotently. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. I'm going to say right now, yes, make your love, multiply, but first multiply within yourself, triangulate that land, triangulate that currency, that income, or even get into the land where you don't have to be like, yo, I gotta create this platform, I gotta create this. No, you can get on some land and realize, yo, if I stay put on this land, I could have an avocado tree that after 7 years or 3 years, if I cut off a branch, it's gonna pay my family. That avocado can make avocado butter. That bamboo can make bamboo toilet paper, bamboo toothbrushes, bamboo huts. That's the way that we have to be thinking right now and multiply. So I say, yo, I'm going to leave that. And I'm pretty sure I triangulated a lot of information. And I'm going to take a deep breath and give thanks to Mother Nature. Oshe mama yo, Oshe mama yo. Yo, let's get it, MA'AT Infinite Intelligence. We giving it to you live. We giving it to you raw from the International Holy Ghost Space Station. MA'AT Kinetic Hermetics. You already know. This is how we do. DJ Hootie, the ghost, the G host, the genius of his own host, his own body, cleansing out the parasitical membrane all across the nation.